It's the TJ Show, and look at this, a homegrown Luna's Animal Tale. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm down.
All right, Eric, something happened to your mom with her dog in the bed?
She just got this new golden doodle puppy, and the puppy gets in the bed. She goes in there to take a nap, my mom, and thought she was on one of the dog's toys. So she just kind of grabbed it out from under her back and threw it across the room. It was a dead squirrel.
Get out of here.
The dog brought it into the bed?
The dog brought it into the bed. Under the covers and everything.
Yeah, but how did your mom miss the dog bringing the dead squirrel into the house?
I think the dog brought it in there to her like, here, I got you something.
Yeah, he was doing something nice, the dog.
Is there a
At least in his
doggy
mind.
door? Like, when I let my dog Sky out, she comes in, I can see everything.
There is a doggy door.
Oh,
Those are dangerous. You better block it. You don't have a doggy dog, do you?
absolutely
Do
not. I regulate when she goes outside.
That's
and comes
right.
back in.
That's right. No free roaming anything.
No, she would bring in squirrels. I know she would
Right.
bring in, Sky would bring in a raccoon. The other night, she was going after a raccoon. I'm like, no, there's no doggy door. So I can't even imagine waking up to a dead squirrel in my bed. Ugh.
What a good little puppy.
No.
Oh, you're good
Thoughtful
girl.
dog.
You know, it is so sad. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know if you guys were ever kids and like you'd paint your wall in your bedroom because you thought somebody would love to see what you did. And then you think like your parents are going to be excited about it and they come in, they're like, what did you do? What are you, an idiot? Why would you paint the wall with crayons? And they're washing the
I was
wall.
too afraid of my mom to try to paint any walls. Hey, no way.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the dog really does think it's doing a great thing, and in his world, it is a great thing. The other dogs would be so impressed.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Eric, is there any chance that you could book an exclusive interview with your mom?
Absolutely.
Okay, how do we make this happen? Like, I know all these other shows want, you know, you name the person, Billie Eilish, Beyonce, Gaga. I want Eric's mom. Now, wait, I know that sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying. I want this story on our show.
Talk to Eric's
Yes, I want to talk to your mom.
Okay, I tell you what, she's substituting right now, but we'll get her on there.
Wait, she's a substitute teacher?
Yeah, she retired, but she can't get enough.
She
She's
can't-
bored.
She can't abandon her classroom over the squirrel story? I mean, what? The kids can't be okay for 5 seconds?
Kids need her.
What is this?
Put a movie on. Come on.
Yeah, seriously. Kids love movies. Oh, sorry, Mrs. So-and-so, Mrs. Eric has to leave the room for a second. You think they're going to be upset about that? They're going to be thrilled. All right, fine. Whatever you want, that works for me. If you can book that, that's actually the interview I'm most excited about right now. So maybe tomorrow's show? Next day?
Tomorrow, so. Yeah, tomorrow is next day for sure.
Okay, great. So coming soon, Eric's mom.
On the TJ Show.
Oh, the DJ.
Yeah.
You know, we have all
Yeah.
these pieces of music here. We never get to use them. Like, this is called promo music. You know, Eric's mom.
Eric's mom.
That's the echo.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
On the TJ Show.
Now, Kenny, laugh like a DJ. This is perfect, Eric. This is going to be a great segment.
What a wild story. TJ wants Eric's mom. Whoa.
Yeah.
Looks like we have some good news here on the phone. Someone wants to share. Sage in Wyoming. What did you want to tell us?
Yeah, so I listen to you guys, and I'm graduating from the University of Wyoming this weekend.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I have a nephew that's going to go there this fall.
Oh, it's a great little town.
Are you from Wyoming?
Yes, I am.
For those of us who haven't been, tell us, what is so great about Wyoming? You're the travel agent. Convince me to go.
Okay, so one of the best things about it here is there's not very many people here.
That is true. More animals than people.
Yes, I am literally sitting in the parking lot, and there is a pack of antelope just hanging out in a field, and it just makes me feel better about life.
If you wanted to pet an antelope, is that something that you could do, or is that too dangerous?
I would say it's probably just hard to do, just
Right.
because you come near them, they don't really want to interact with you.
I mean, even the antelope don't want to be around people. I mean, come on.
Yeah, right?
And they've got horns, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was hanging around another horny animal the other day. It was a goat. My friend Heather has goats, and I went in the backyard, and I actually made the bold move of touching his little head. And he was like very gentle about it. I was surprised. I thought he was going to ram me, but he didn't.
That's great. Last weekend, I went to some goat therapy, and it was glorious.
What do you think when you visit? Have you ever visited New York City?
No, oh my goodness.
Do you want to, or do you want to stay far away?
I think I want to stay far away. I don't know. I'm scared of New York City.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
I don't think you
It's
should be
not scary.
scared.
Nah.
What scares you about it?
The people. I've heard that they're kind of mean sometimes.
I mean, if you're in the way, they're like, get out the way. But that's only factual, right? You're in the way.
Yeah.
They
Very
will
direct.
help you change a tire, though.
Yeah, 100%.
And if you're hungry, they're going to feed you.
Yeah, we just complain about it, but we'll do
I
it.
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Do you guys, when you're in your car driving, do you guys wave at each other or no?
It depends. One
no.
finger or full hand?
I feel like I already got like 3 down here, so.
Oh, they use that finger in Wyoming too?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It depends on how you're driving, I suppose.
Yeah, look, we already found
There
something
you
we
go.
have in common. You know what? I want to encourage you to think about visiting New York City at some point. And yeah, of course, you see on the news how horrible cities can be, and the news loves to share the terrible things
That's what
that are
the
happening.
news is supposed to do.
Right, like it
Yeah.
seems almost like they want to keep us afraid to get to know one another and do life with one another. But my goodness, just as much as I know that if I hopped on a plane and I went to Wyoming, that I would have an amazing time because people like you were there, I know you'll find the same thing in New York City or Boston or LA or wherever you go. You're going to find beautiful people wherever you go. You'll find your people.
Okay, that's reassuring.
And thank you for listening to our show.
Yes, I love it. So thank you guys.
Hey, Carl, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. My pleasure to be with you.
Tell me, what is the most exciting part of your life right now, Carl?
My exciting part of the life is just to wake up every day and go to work and have a nice day and meet awesome people.
Why are you so excited
sounds
about
great.
life?
Yes.
I like when somebody's got as much, it almost sounds like you have joy in your voice. What are you doing so right that you sound the way you do?
You know, the main thing is we can thank our Lord above, our God, that we can every day wake up and give us another day to live what He gives us to live every day.
Hey, look at that
So
answer,
that is
Carl.
why that is why I'm excited, and yeah, I live every day, and that's my way to living, and that's why I'm so happy.
Look at that. Hey,
That is beautiful.
man, I've had a taste of that myself, and I hear what you're saying. That's pretty cool. Carl, what kind of work do you do?
I'm a professional driver. So I'm hauling construction equipment and everything between sites up and down in Colorado.
Oh, that's
Okay,
super cool. Do you live there with your family?
No. My family, all of them are at home in South Africa. I'm alone here, so I'm staying on the truck at the truck stops, and yeah, they're all at home.
Carl, is that hard for you to be apart from your family in that way? Do you get to see them on a regular basis?
No, the only time I see him if I go at the end of the year when my contract ends, then I go back home for 3 months, and then we start coming back again for 9-10 months at a time. So all I see is when I video call them on WhatsApp. That's the only way I see them and talk to them.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
that's a sacrifice.
absolutely.
Sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Is it your wife? Are you single, or is it your extended family?
No. It's my wife and daughters back home. So yeah, and I really trying to get my whole family here and come stay permanently in America because future for my kids in South Africa there is none. There's none. I want to try to give them a better life, and so.
Carl, that's such a beautiful sacrifice that you're making for your family.
Yes, yeah, I must do what I must do to support them.
Well, Carl, listen, you keep doing what you're doing. You stay strong out there.
Thank you.
We're honored that you're listening to our show. Thank you for giving us a call
Yes.
and telling us a little bit about your life. That's awesome.
Yeah, and stay safe, Carl. Take care of
That's
yourself.
no problem. That's no problem. You guys too, and God bless, and you be safe out there, eh?
Hey, Carl, you got a horn in that truck you're driving?
Oh, yeah, I don't know if you're going to hear it, but I'll try. Let me open the window quickly.
Oh, we heard
Yeah, we heard it.
Love
Good,
it.
Carl.
it. Thanks, Carl.
Fantastic, Carl. You have an amazing day.
All right.
Yes,
Love
take care of
talking to you.
yourself.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy you guys. Bye-bye.
This is the TJ Show, our news. It sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
We're learning about young Benjamin from the Chicago area in Illinois. He's 15 years old, and he's about to graduate with his master's degree in computer science.
As in college.
Yes.
Wow, that's the way to do it.
Good for him.
Yeah, he is a child prodigy. He is the youngest person in the university's history to earn both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. As a matter of fact, he earned 2 bachelor's degrees last year, and this weekend he'll be earning his master's degree. He started calculus at age 5, and he started his formal studies at Lewis University at age 12.
That's cool that the parents recognized there was something different about him. They came alongside of him, set him up for success. That's a great story.
Well, they literally came alongside of him. They went to class with him. They took him to class. He couldn't drive to school, so they had to be there, and I think they sat in on the classes with him. He said that the age gap between he and his classmates didn't matter in the classroom because everybody was held to the same academic expectations and standards. He says after graduation, he wants to take a little break. He wants to rest. His father thinks he's going to become an inventor.
Yeah.
And in his free time, he enjoys playing chess. He likes to program, and he is loving spending time with his family.
Nice.
Such a cool story. It's kind of how I feel. Like, I wonder how his parents feel in the classroom. When I see my kids play Mario Kart and they know how to navigate those levels, I'm like, how are they doing that?
You're a proud father.
What are they
Proud
doing?
Yeah, not the same thing. But I
it's
understand.
frustrating.
I get it. I get it. Parallels.
Man, they're good. All right, go ahead. What else you got?
Last night in the basketball playoffs, Cleveland took a 3-2 lead over Detroit. The bearded one, James Harden, had a massive game. The final score there, 117-113.
Did you call him the bearded one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he has a fantastic beard.
Good for
Yes.
him. That's
Yes,
cool.
he does.
Yeah, he went off last night, so good for him. I do want to say to our friends in Minnesota, I'm sorry. To our friends in Colorado, congratulations. The Colorado Avalanche knocked the Minnesota Wild out of the NHL playoffs with a win last night, 4-3.
That's an and a yay. Listen, we don't want to get in the
Yeah.
middle of anything. We got a lot of friends in a lot of
We
places.
have mixed emotions.
Yes.
Yeah, playoffs
We're just
continue tonight.
rooting for everyone to have a good time, right? That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing. Kenny,
Montreal at Buffalo tonight and Las Vegas at Anaheim tonight as well.
what else do you have?
Speaking of sports, for the first time ever, the FIFA World Cup will have a halftime show.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, so for the World Cup final, we'll have a performance from BTS, Madonna, and Shakira.
Well, how about that? That
That's
sounds like a
interesting.
big show.
Yeah, usually FIFA doesn't allow for halftime shows. As a matter of fact, in 1994, when the U.S. hosted the World Cup last, they wanted to do a halftime show with Whitney Houston performing, but FIFA wouldn't allow it. So
there you go.
they've changed
Missed
their tune
opportunity.
in
Yeah.
the last 30 years.
Kenny, what else you got?
Do you guys remember a while back, we talked about these experiments that were being done on AI chatbots, and when the chatbot was faced with the threat of being shut down, it tried to blackmail the user. Do you remember that?
Yes. It's a terrifying story. They uploaded all of this information. It wasn't real, but it was a story.
Yeah.
And part of this experiment was, the CEO's emails had interactions with someone that he shouldn't have been with.
like an affair or something like that.
And it threatened the people saying, I will release this if you try to shut me down. It was very dark.
Yeah, it was. So why do AI chatbots behave this way? Researchers at Anthropic, the makers of the Claude chatbot, believe it may have to do with science fiction. Because these AI chatbots are trained on a bunch of internet text, it's ingesting dystopian science fiction from us, where robots are acting misaligned or straight up evil.
So can you think of anything more creepy than an author's creative worst nightmares being the guidebook for how this thing acts in real life?
Well, I'm not surprised when I hear that because we know that it only feeds out what we feed it. It only puts out what we feed it. So if it's, scanning the internet for everything and there's these stories on the internet or even like, blogs and people's opinions on things, then it's going to pull from that stuff too. So I'm not surprised when I hear this.
Well, it's a big oopsie. It's like, how do you clean up the pollution? It's like someone dumped a bunch of chemicals in some nice water, and now they got to figure out how do we get it out.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. It's trained on the Terminator. It's trained on iRobot.
Yeah, I had already assumed it was pulling from that stuff.
Oh, there you go. They got to get you on the research team.
Yeah, well, here's something. So Anthropic decided to feed the chatbot a bunch of synthetic stories, 12,000 synthetic fictional stories where AI acted ethically. It actually improved its responses, they say 1.5 to 3 times better.
There you go.
So I guess we have to feed it fake stuff, or I don't know.
It's a mess.
To get it to act the way we want it to.
It's a big old mess.
Long story short, it's not reliable.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny, what else do you have?
This is pretty wild. I know you love going to the dentist, TJ. You call it a spa treatment.
Yeah, it can
I like
be.
going to, though. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
So there's some research. Apparently, dentistry may be in our instincts. They were analyzing the remains of a Neanderthal tooth from 59,000 years ago, and the scientists believe that the Neanderthals used to perform dental procedures on each other to fix cavities.
Look at that.
Okay, I can see that, yeah.
Glad I didn't have to go to the dentist in that era.
No.
Well, I'm sure they had it figured out to some extent in their way, right? They probably use some natural remedies and stuff for pain and things like that. I just am not that arrogant to believe that we were the only ones to know about dentistry. Like, there were people before us.
These dental procedures 59,000 years ago were pretty rudimentary and involved a sharp stone and jabbing it into your mouth.
Same
it
as today.
has evolved
Right.
a
Same
little
as
bit
today.
over the years.
Yep. All right, Kenny, what else you got?
We're learning about impact that's going to happen on the moon. An upper stage of a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket is predicted to crash into the moon on August 5th.
They're sending something to crash into the moon?
I don't think it's on purpose. This is from a rocket launch that was in January of 2025. So these rockets launch up and their rocket boosters, they separate. And I think for the most part, they're supposed to splash down and land in the ocean and then we recover them.
Oh, so it gets like caught in the crazy orbit thing. And
so-
then it's like a shrapnel from another
kind of
mission.
I think so. So yeah, this thing is on a trajectory towards the moon. And I guess at its current speed and trajectory, they think it's going to hit the moon on August 5th.
And the moon's going to go, ouch.
Well, don't jostle the moon too hard. I mean, we can't be jostling the moon.
Now, I don't think there's going to be much of an effect other than a brand new crater on the moon.
Are you a scientist?
According to what I'm reading here
Okay.
on sciencealert.com.
Okay, I guess we trust that.
So,
Kenny already knows you. He already knows you're going to give him a hard time.
Thank you for
You're
doing
going to ask him for
Yeah,
that.
well, I'm concerned. Do you want a moon jostling to happen?
well, here's the thing. I mean, I think you bring up an interesting point.
Everyone's being
There's
jostled.
a lot of jostling going on right now.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
This rocket is roughly the size of a 5-story building, and it's going to strike the moon's surface at 7 times the speed of sound. So
Okay.
it does sound like a pretty harsh impact.
Wait a minute.
What if it gets cracked?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. At first I was like, nah, but now I'm like, whoa.
According to this article, they say the crash poses no danger to humans or existing structures, and the flash won't be visible from Earth, but NASA's likely going to photograph it.
Okay.
So we'll be able to see it after it happens.
I guess what I'm getting to is I don't want anything to mess with the way the world's lit up.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like
love the moon. It's beautiful.
I like the moon, but I don't want the lights to go out.
Yeah.
So let's take care of outer space if we can. Enough fear for the day, Kenny. Go on. We're nothing to be afraid of.
Something joyous, Kenny, please.
This is joyous right here. So a bunch of Milwaukee Brewer fans have gone viral as they brought an entire spaghetti dinner into the ballpark.
How do they do that?
Okay.
So they were actually testing things out, and it turns out in most major league ballparks, as long as the food is in a clear plastic bag, like a Ziploc bag,
Oh, yeah.
they'll let you bring in just about anything.
Oh yeah, I love that. When you can seal it with the little coaster on the top,
Yeah.
you drag it
Little
across.
zipper. Yeah.
It's a good, nice seal, and spaghetti you can fit it in your pocket, in whatever size pocket you have, and it's reliable.
You can take a
bag.
little backpack, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's another option
Yes.
you have.
Yeah, apparently this was a total potluck effort. One guy brought the noodles, one guy brought the garlic bread, one guy brought the meatballs, the other guy was the sauce master.
It's impressive. It's because usually it's just I'll sneak in a snack bar. No, this is a real professional who's doing that.
What happened was they had dinner plans, but then they also had tickets to the game, and they're like, you know what? Let's just do both.
Yeah,
Let's just do
exactly.
both.
Well, it turns out you're allowed to do this in most cases But when it comes to sneaking in drinks, it's another thing. But you're perfectly allowed to do this.
What if I don't want to go to a baseball game?
Then
No
have
one's
your
forcing
spaghetti
you.
at home.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what
no
I'm
one's
going
forcing you
to
to
do.
go.
Kenny, what else you got?
Lawmakers in New York are considering a ban on potassium bromate.
Now, that's an ingredient I see in a lot of bread.
Right. It's a common flour additive that could significantly change how staples of New York, like pizza and bagels, are made and taste.
So what is the reason for it? Is that like a vitamin or something? Or I feel like I remember it being something weird.
It's not a vitamin, but it's a chemical used to strengthen the dough, help it rise higher, and it decreases the baking and mixing times. So it makes baking the bagels and pizza easier.
So like a chemical for mass production.
I think so. The problem is this chemical has been linked to certain types of cancer, and it's been banned in several other countries, and including California. California banned it a couple of years ago. It goes into effect 2027.
That's why their pizza stinks.
But wait a minute. I thought it was the water that made the pizza and the dough what it is in New York.
I think that's been disproven.
Because I'm sure this chemical hasn't been used the entire time that that New York has been famous for its pizza and bagels. I'm sure it's something that was like introduced later in the recipe, so
Right.
it can still be good. My thing, why I can see this happening, is because it takes longer for this to rise and do what it does, that they will start charging more for the pizza and bagels because it's going to require more work from the bakers and the dough makers.
I hate that there's chemicals in our food. Can we stop with the chemicals? Can that go away? Can we figure out a way? Like chemicals that are bad for us, we don't want them in our food. Can that be illegal?
Well, they interviewed
should be.
several chefs and restaurant owners that say that it shouldn't really affect the taste if you use a longer fermentation process and you adjust your mixing techniques. Then the food should stay the same, but it will take more time and cost more money.
Plus, pizza's all about the sauce. If the sauce is bad, the pizza's bad. So if you have good sauce, it's not going to
There you
change
go.
the pizza.
Put
To
the
me,
right
that's my
sauce
opinion.
on a saltine cracker. All of a sudden, it tastes like New York City pizza.
Thank you,
I don't know
TJ.
about that. That's craziness too.
Not wrong.
All right, Kenny, what else you got?
Well, you know the Savannah Bananas, they're famous for their dance routines. And as it turns out, Jackson Olsen, one of the Savannah Bananas stars, he has been announced as one of the celebrities on next season of Dancing with the Stars.
Look at these guys.
Cool.
Nice,
I mean,
good
they
for them.
they literally keep smacking it out of the park. Everyone loves them, and good for them. It's only going to help them.
Yeah, he thinks he may have spoken this into existence. He was making these prank videos where he was messing with the coach and doing these silly dances, saying, "Hey, I'm going to be on Dancing with the Stars. Hey, I'm going to be on Dancing with the Stars." Lo and behold, he actually is asked to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Wow, good for
fun.
them. That's awesome. Kenny, thank you for keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.
We've got Aaron in Wilmington, Delaware. Are you there, Aaron?
I am.
So you heard the show where I was being accused, mostly by Heather,
was me.
of being
Absolutely.
cliche,
Right.
who answer, I answer the question, what's the best part of my life? It is my wife. It's not me trying to say the right thing, as Heather accused me of.
Yeah, it just sounds like you have to say it because then you sound like a jerk otherwise.
Yeah, or low key codependent. But
Yeah.
No, but I put it out there. I said, somebody surely must agree with me on this. This is the actual answer. Well, here he is. Aaron, go ahead. The floor is all yours.
My life was a train wreck before I started dating my wife. I was drinking 2 cases of beer a day with a fifth of tequila. I was a crazy alcoholic, smoking 2 packs a day, just running on the rails. And I got with her, and she reeled me in. She made me think about the things that I've accomplished in my life. I'm now 11 years sober. I quit smoking 13 years ago. So she's by far the best thing that happened to me in my world, for sure.
Yeah, well, how about
Awesome,
that?
dude.
Well,
That's awesome.
okay. In your case, yes, your wife is literally the best thing that
For
ever happened to
sure.
you. That's fine. I'll
Yes.
accept
She's a
your
prize.
answer and your answer only.
Aaron, that's awesome.
But I do agree with you got to sit across from the wife and look at her while you eat dinner.
Yeah, there you go.
I called my wife and I asked her, and she also agrees. She does not want me to sit next to her while we eat dinner.
All of this controversy,
little
J-Bo.
weird, yeah.
I was just telling a story. I look at my wife. I'm going out to a restaurant with her, and I'm like, oh, I want to be closer to her. So I go to the other side. Everyone's saying I'm too needy.
Yeah, listener
Codependent.
B-Boy Logic called in and gave you a run for your money and told you that you don't do that. You sit across from her to
right.
look into her eyes, and Aaron
Yeah.
agrees with him.
Kind
So
of
Aaron,
made a-
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start
Yeah,
testing this.
I heard B-boy.
I'm going to start testing this out, Aaron. I'm going to start giving my wife a little distance. I'm going to see if she notices.
She's going to love it.
Yes. She's going to be like, oh my gosh.
No, who knows? Maybe maybe I need to test these waters. Maybe part of the reason why she chooses her phone over me sometimes is because I'm a little too stifling.
Just a little bit.
She needs a rescue.
I'll smother my wife. If you ask her, I'll smother her. I antagonize her. I'm a big child, so she'll be sitting on the couch, and I'll walk up to her and give her a kiss, and I'll lick her face, and she'll punch me.
Wow. I don't do that.
That's kind of gross.
I don't do that. I have dogs that do that.
Yeah, I've definitely done that.
Yeah.
I'm an antagonizer too.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Aaron,
definitely.
by the way, you're in the area of the 76ers who were badly beaten by the Knicks. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I don't follow sports. It doesn't bother me at all.
That's great.
Yeah, that man hasn't lost no sleep.
Aaron, we have so much in common. Like, who cares? I mean, the sports, whatever.
Well, a lot of people.
Absolutely. I'm not getting stressed out over something that's designed to distract people from what's going on in daily society.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man.
Zinger! Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner.
I like this, man. Yo,
I like the distraction.
do you have a conspiracy theory podcast? Can I listen to it?
I don't have a podcast, but I wear a tinfoil bodysuit for sure.
Nice.
TJ wants one of those. Do you have an extra one?
Yo, bro, you want to hang out? Hang out sometime?
Yeah, absolutely.
What would a week be without talking to Candy in Wisconsin? Candy.
Hello.
Hey,
I have some beef with you, TJ.
you have beef with me?
Moo.
Oh yeah, huge beef.
Okay, I'm willing to hear it. I don't know what I did wrong, but go ahead.
I'm just kidding, but I thought I was the most energetic person that called your radio show.
I knew I was going to come back and bite you in the butt when you said it.
What is she talking about?
You were talking to a
What
listener.
in the heck?
Go ahead, Candy. It's your floor, girl.
I think it was a man, and you were like, "Oh, this is the most energetic person that calls our radio show."
Oh, no.
Just like him.
No,
Wow.
no, that was...
I couldn't tell the difference between you and TJ. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
Me neither.
Yeah, B-Boy Logic is your new favorite listener. I get it. I don't call as much, and
no,
I
hold
have
on.
no cows to name after you anymore.
Candy,
and-
we have I know you named a cow after me and our entire
Yeah,
crew.
and the cows still exist. So.
But you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. This is a hard thing that I have to deal with my kids. You know, I could look at one and be like, wow, that's a heck of a job you did cleaning your bedroom. But I can never say it's my favorite kid or even one of my favorite kids because it causes complications.
No.
I'll be very careful with my words going forward. Sorry if that hurts your feelings.
So I cried all night about.
No, you better not lose no sleep over that nonsense. Absolutely not. Find something else to care about.
Now, Candy,
I'm just kidding. I just thought it was really funny, and I had to say something.
Yeah.
Also have a tiny squirrel story.
wait, hold on. Pause 1 second. Now, I just want to double make sure that you're kidding and there's not a hint of truth because I was just sort of envisioning if that's the kind of stuff, don't take offense to this, by the way, that might come up with the boyfriend, that could be tough, right?
TJ doesn't think I'm his favorite anymore.
No, but I'm saying like, no, not me, but like, do you bring that kind of stuff up with the boyfriend and then you go, I'm just kidding after you talk through it, or you don't do that? You're truly just kidding.
With you? I'm truly just kidding.
But is that a sign? Do you ever do that kind of a thing? And you could say, I don't want to comment. You can be political about this.
Are you saying if I think there's something wrong and I'm just like, I'm just kidding, but inside I'm truly like,
Yes. That is the question.
That's the question, yeah.
I can't say that I haven't.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
It's truthful.
My husband wishes I was kidding when I brought things up. I'm like, I'm being serious. He's like, you don't have to say that. I know you're being serious. You brought it up.
Right. Okay, gotcha. No, Candy, listen, it's always a joy talking to you. You're awesome. And we are super grateful every time the phone rings and you're on it. I love it. It makes my day.
I have a squirrel story.
Oh,
She doesn't care about your apology.
Yeah, she don't
or
want all
anything
that.
like
TJ,
She has a mission.
She called us to talk. She didn't want to hear us.
you have
talk.
a squirrel story. Okay, no, I was just trying to do what I do with my wife. If I really do something wrong, I do apologize. All right, Candy, hold on. We'll hear your squirrel story in a moment. More with Candy, one of our favorite listeners of all time on the TJ Show. Hold on.
Hey, I'm Jonathan Marks, host of the show Go to Health. Go to Health is an evidence-based health expert interview series bringing you reliable, fact-based information you can count on and use to elevate your life. We attract guests focusing on health issues for infants, teens, adults, and seniors, the entire life cycle. And our guests come from a variety of Western, alternative, and holistic practices. We bring together the public seeking proven solutions to their healthcare needs and healthcare providers trying to reach audiences with quality information, services, and products. If you like our show, please leave us a thumbs up or a 5-star review. That helps us get evidence-based information out to more people. You can listen to Go to Health on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And you can watch us on YouTube and visit us at gotohealthmedia.com for access to hundreds of shows. Go to Health. Elevate your life.
Hey, it's Amelia Retaller.
And Evan Lazarus.
And this is Girls Rewatch Podcast, a podcast about girls,
TV,
and girls on TV.
We spent the last 2 years watching every episode of HBO's Girls, written by Lena Dunham. We spent time analyzing the character dynamics,
compared the culture then to the culture now,
and asked our guests important questions like,
Girl, what girl are you? And girl, did we have fun. We got to talk to iconic guests such as Zasha Mamet, Andrew Rannells, and even Judd Apatow. Now it's time for us to dive into our new era where we will be rewatching every episode of Abby and Alana's Broad City.
We're so excited to be walking down memory lane in army jackets, little vans, and fugly jeans.
So get in that subway car headed to Gowanus from Astoria because, girls, it's time to hack into Broad City.
I wish there was a train that connected Astoria to Gowanus.
Be sure to follow along on our journey by subscribing to the podcast. We release new episodes every Tuesday.
This is the TJ Show, and Candy in Wisconsin, you still there?
I am still here.
There you go. Candy.
Work her way back up to number 1. Right.
You know, I hear all the time, people love it when Candy's on the show. It's always great to hear from you. Now, you said you had a squirrel story for us. And go ahead, the floor is all yours. You know, we prioritize any great squirrel stories.
I was going to leave my house, and for some reason, there was a squirrel on top of my hood of my car, and he wouldn't get off.
So you were driving around with a squirrel on your hood?
Well, no, I mean, he eventually got off.
Took a minute.
Yeah, he claimed your car.
She's late for work.
See, so when did it get off? When you started the car, or did you get to drive a little bit with it on there?
Well, I actually went in my car, and I thought he would just run away because I was moving around him. And then I'm like, okay, man, you're going to make me late. So I got out of my car again and went...
Is that the technique to scare a squirrel?
Absolutely.
Like, can I hear that again just so I can remember it?
All right.
Yeah, TJ, you have to do it. Just make sure you have it.
All right.
There you go.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Wait, you got to put more oomph into it. I think Kenny probably would do it better.
All right, Kenny, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd be scared of that for sure. I would laugh at TJ's, but I'd definitely be scared of Kenny's.
What is happening on our show right now? This is out of
Jay,
control.
your turn.
So,
My turn?
No.
Ooh, my turn? I'm scared. I scared myself.
I was joking. We're probably not going to need to know how to scare a squirrel. They're
Heather's
so
turn.
afraid.
Heather's turn.
No, no.
Come on, Heather, do it.
She would never want to scare.
I'm no fool.
Oh, come on.
So, Candy, do you think it was rabid? What do you think was going on? Why was it hanging out on your hood?
I don't know. What I assume is people like to feed squirrels like me, and it's probably a squirrel that is like desensitized to humans.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. So that is a real thing, and I didn't believe that until I lived in Boston for 7 years. If you go to, it's called the Boston Common, the Public Garden, the squirrels there are a different kind of squirrel. They do not get afraid of human beings. They will come right up to you. They are so comfortable with humans that we used to have to like put a lock on our baby stroller because squirrels would help themselves to our kids' food. They would walk away like it was their job and they were carrying it. Yeah.
A bunch of bullies in the park.
Yeah, they would take a sandwich, run off with it, and then go eat it. It was unbelievable. And then there were people who would trust the squirrels so much that they would just stand in the park with like a sack of nuts or something. The squirrels would climb up their legs and take it out of their hand.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Absolutely
anything
not.
like it anywhere else. It was one of a kind.
Oh, absolutely. Weird squirrels. Okay, I gotta go.
All right. Well, just
Okay.
so you know, you can start that in Wisconsin if you want. It works.
It does happen in Wisconsin already.
Just make sure you have great health insurance because that thing bites you. Good luck.
Yeah, of course I'm kidding. Don't actually do that. You don't want to get into a fight with a squirrel. We love you, Candy. Have a great day.
I love you too.
Bye. And yeah, we had to do this. My wife Jess would leave the house way back in the day and saw my dog Luna all alone there. Thought, you know what? We'll turn the radio on, keep her company. She'll hear Dad's voice. That's me. Turns out, totally put her to sleep. She was so bored. We were only talking about human-related issues, so we switched that up real fast. We started featuring the biggest stories in animal headlines. We called it Luna's Animal Tales. Now, Luna waits by the radio. Other pets love this too. So let's get right into it. This might be one of my favorite stories. I was not aware of this. Police in France are warning drivers to beware of drunk deer. Did you know that deer are getting drunk?
How are they getting drunk?
Well, it's apparently not just deer. Other inebriated wildlife are wandering into the roadways after eating fermented fruits.
That's what I thought. Because I'm pretty sure they weren't going into bars and asking for a pint.
No, I mean, in this world, I'd believe it. But no, that's not happening quite yet. Police posted the video to social media showing a deer frolicking erratically, running in circles after apparently getting intoxicated. It's the same thing Kenny does, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much. I chase my tail when I get drunk.
Not all roads are sober, the police wrote. And they continued to explain that deer and other creatures can become inebriated after eating buds, fermented fruits, and decaying plants, leading them to totally unpredictable behavior, sudden crossing, inconsistent trajectory. Like, well, I'm going to go that way. No, I'm going to go that way.
Yeah.
Immobilization and disorderly escape. So just thankfully it's not happening here. I don't think. I've never seen... Actually, the deer that I hit was stupidly standing in the middle of the road. He was immobilized. So maybe he was drunk. A wolf was apparently being kept as a pet in North Macedonia. It was found wandering loose on the streets of the capital. They saw it was wearing a collar and a chain, taken to a local zoo. It's in quarantine. They said, well, fortunately, this situation ended without consequences. It's a very tame and calm animal. But this is usually not the case.
Yes. It's a wolf. Like, it is meant to be out in the wild, not in somebody's home on the couch.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess people get bored with cats and dogs and they're like, no, man, we got to get a little more wild. But it's not good. Wolves are not pets. They have to be free. They can't be kept in captivity, inappropriate conditions. They're wild animals, have their own natural needs, instincts, and behaviors. So using this as a warning, but it turns out the wolf is probably going to live at the zoo now for the rest of its days.
Aww.
It's all good.
You still have company.
It's got to be fun to be in a zoo if you're an animal. Just get fed all the time. It's like a constant spa
I don't
treatment.
know if it's fun. I mean, you're kind of restricted to certain walls.
But do they know? Do they know what's out there? And then finally in Maryland, there was a dog just hanging out on a rooftop. How'd he get up there? They were trying to figure it out. He likely exited its residence through an upstairs window. And then once he got on the roof, it was too steep of a pitch for him to get down.
Come on, man.
They had to get up there and rescue him. The firefighters, police were all responding. They were finally able to get a hold of it, take it to local animal services, and they're trying to contact the owner. Imagine getting that phone call.
Man.
We found your dog on the roof.
I'm glad the dog's okay.
Yeah, no, totally fine. I'm sure they got some great pictures.
Yeah.
Those are the biggest stories in animal headlines. Luna's Animal Tales on the TJ Show. You know, sometimes we mention something in passing around here, and it blows me away how much people feel they really want to weigh in on it. Like, I thought it was a simple thing. I took my wife Jess out to dinner, and I was sitting across the table from her, and I said, you know what, I want to be closer to her. Let me go to the other side. And man, you would think I committed a crime. I'm smothering her, leave her alone. I'm like, well, why am I leaving her alone? We're out to dinner together. But we got another message here.
Hi, guys. This is Cherie calling from Crossville, Tennessee.
Oh, I remember Cherie. This is the one, I think, who made friends with a bull, right? No, different one?
That was Sherry in Colorado Springs.
Okay, Cherie. Got it.
I had to weigh in on this, whether or not you should sit beside your significant other or across from them. I say it's whatever you guys are most comfortable with.
Yeah. Oh, I love her so much.
We should ask your wife just what she's comfortable with.
Well,
Probably
maybe,
space.
Maybe I should.
If you like sitting side by side in a booth or at a table instead of across them, then that's what you should do.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Me and my husband, we sit across from one another instead of side by side, but, you know, I see people sitting side by side, and it doesn't make me think that one of them doesn't like the other one as much, or that they're trying to smother them, or
Yeah, not trying to smother.
whatever. I think that we're all falling into this, everybody telling everybody how they should do these days.
Yeah, whatever happened to that ancient wisdom? You do you, boo.
That's gotten people into trouble too, though.
Well, I guess you could cross the line on that
Yes.
Hope you guys have a great day.
one. Cherie, very nice of you. Listen, I care about doing the right thing. So, you know what? Maybe I should ask her. In all fairness, I didn't ask if she wanted me on the side. So I'll overcomplicate it. I will ask her. Yes, Kenny.
Well, I have a similar story to J-Bo where I asked my fiance Allison, do you want a side sit or do you want me to sit across from you? She made it clear that she would prefer I sit across from her.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Yeah.
And you're a little smellier than me.
That's not
It
true.
has nothing
I'm
to do
kidding.
with that.
I'm kidding. No, actually, I went
I know
through
what you had for dinner last night. It's coming off your jacket.
Ah, zinger!
No, it's true. I've been going through a phase where I had to switch my deodorant. So, you know, I'm pointing a finger at you, but I've got three pointing right back at me.
right.
Speaking of letting people do their thing,
Right?
consider doing that, my friend.
Well, you know what? I did get a new deodorant. I tried to research what's natural, what smells like vanilla, because, you know, the chicks love vanilla.
Yeah, I just bought another stick of vanilla.
And the only
Is it
chick
working
you
for
worry
you?
about
It's
is your
Great.
wife.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, look at this. We got two smelly people right next to J-Bo. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
seriously.
You know what it was? There was a deodorant I was
will
using.
endure.
Yeah, I thought it was natural, but it actually just didn't work. I think it was something else. It wasn't actually deodorant. It was a cream of some sort, but it didn't do the job.
Lotion?
If J-Bo starts to sound like this later
Yeah,
in the
you'll
show,
know.
you know why.